somebody said something about characteristics. No, your character isn't the man. You know, by nature you're a man, and the characteristic of you is that you're tall, you're short, you're black, you're white. That's a characteristic. It's like a dog. A dog by nature, a dog is a dog by nature. Now, what kind of dog is he? A Cocker Spaniel? Is he black? Is he white? Is he hairy? Is he short-haired? That's the characteristic of that dog or that creature that was created by nature. So by nature, you're a man. And one of the characteristics of you is you're old, you're young, you're whatever. That's a characteristic. And reputation, it's like a pyramid thing. I did that on my videos. I said, this is how you're standing and this is how you appear to the court. Are you there by reputation? Well, what do you mean? Well, did you rob a bank? Are you a bank robber? Are you an embezzler? What are you by? You know, how are you there by reputation? Do you keep a good word? Are you there? Do you operate in good faith? Do you always do your best effort? That's your reputation. That's like at the bottom. That's how they judge you. And your characteristics of you is just like, okay, he's an old man. And then by nature, he's at the top. You're a man. It's just like looking at one of those, Darwin kind of pyramids. He'd say, okay, at the top is this, at the bottom is the middle is this. That's all I'm doing. I always make like pyramids. And by nature, you're a man. By nature, you're a dog. By nature, you're a rodent. What kind of rodent? By characteristics, you're a squirrel, or you're a deer, or you're a rabbit. And then what's the reputation of a rabbit? They're benign, they're gentle, they got rabies, they'll bite you. And that's how when you walk into court, that's how you're being judged. You're being judged by reputation, your characteristics, and by your nature. So, I think that kind of helps. Like I said, I did it on videos, man. I'm glad the guys who actually watched. See, this man was in jail when I did the video, so he was on Andrew's call, or he was on a call last week, and he said it was great that I was able to help him by getting a bail hearing, because they were holding him for months. I don't remember if it was a year. I don't remember how many. Like Brian's on the phone still. Brian could probably tell you how long they were holding this guy, Brad, and they wouldn't give him a bail hearing. They said, well, we're past that state. She revoked, he violated parole, violated probation, and we're not going to give him bail. So that's baloney. They have to give him a bond or bail hearing. And they're like, well, no, since he violated parole or since he violated terms and conditions or whatever, we don't house it. Oh, yes, they do. They said habeas corpus hasn't been suspended, and you can make sure that they give you a bail or bond hearing. So he finally got a bail or bond hearing or whatever it was. But they were giving him the damnedest hard time to get a bail or bond hearing. So it's funny. These guys in Indiana, man, they're sharp, man. They're good. Like I said, they brought one tried in like a couple of years ago. These guys don't play. They try to find people who can help them earn more and more and more. And the only problem is when I met them, they were so freaking complicated. It was scary. And he said, and that made me laugh, and I've heard about a week ago, it made me laugh. And then Kurt, he said, Karl, I watched a video, the 4th day video, where our buddy, when you said to our buddy, he said it's so simple to to the folks there in Indiana. He said, you said to us, well, when the court clerk lady, when she's got a precipice box, you let me know, because it's funny that they were trying to file a precipice. I said, you know what precipice is? I know what precipice is. Do you think this clerk, who's like 18-year-old clerk girl, do you think she knows what a precipice is? I said, look, she's got like a box of motions, she's got a box for orders, she's got a box for proposed orders, she's like, sir, I don't know what to do with this precipice. She was telling you the truth. She has no freaking clue. I said, so if you want to operate in their world, you got to speak their language. You can't outthink them, because precipice, like say, is an older word. It's a fancy word. I said, but why don't you just say you want to propose an order, or you want to place an order before the court? Why do you have to go and talk all fancy? Keep it simple.
That's what precipice means? Awesome.
It's like an order, right? But like I said to them, I said, why do you have to talk all uppity, like you think you know something? Why can't you just tone it down so everybody knows what it's? Even a 16-year-old, 18-year-old clerk there, she'll know what you're saying. Everybody understand. Really simple. 1-syllable, 2-syllable words. You using a 3-syllable word, back down. Get back down to 2 syllables. You're overthinking it. You're outguessing it. Just calm it down. Just relax a little bit. I said, when you try to use this old fancy English stuff that you read from, like, 1502, you know what, you're overdoing it. You're not impressing anybody. Obviously, and honestly, you're probably really pissing them off. And we were guilty of that for a while, weren't we, Karl?
Oh, no, don't include me in we.
There's no me in the wife.
There's no me in we, because like
see, because Presby, I'm trying to think of another way. It's like a demur. Like Presby, it's just like saying, you're basically just saying that you want the guy who did you wrong to appear and show why an actor thinks should not be done against him, like why he should not go to jail, or why should he not have to pay this, or why he should not do it. And it just tells the clerk of the court to issue an order, and specifically tell him to appear and answer why something should or should not be done to him. I said, why don't you just give him a notice? Just say, look, dude, you stepped on my toes. This is the bill, see Exhibit A, the hospital bill. Here's the automated statement of the bill, see Exhibit B. And I want compensation of this much money, see Exhibit C. Why can't you just do that? Say A, B, C. I'm done. Give him a notice.
Right.
Why you got to do a precipice? That's just a way. It's a fancy way, like summoning a defendant to tell you why you should or should not do something for him, or why he should have to compensate. I said, dude, and I know what it means, but can you just back off a little bit on these people?